They are shareholders, stakeholders, and friends of the Eurobattery Miners family. At the end of 2023, we note a new momentum regarding the climate crisis, as this documented by the Climate Summit in Dubai. More than ever, we see that sustainable technology and innovations that help to reach the climate goals ought to be in the spotlight. For those solutions, we need raw materials. The question is, where do they come from? Before I give you some insights into how Eurobattery Minerals tend to be part of the solutions, please allow me to share some perspective on the current situation. When we focus on the global mining industry, we do see some promising new developments, but at the same time, we are facing complex bureaucratic requirements, loan approval processes, and rising operating costs for mining projects, for example, due to the high energy prices. The majority of the necessary minerals still comes from countries outside of Europe, mainly from China. Right now, China economy is on a downward slope after years of successful growth. That, however, does not only affect that country development, but also many other countries' economic perspective. So, if China is seen as an Achilles heel for many other countries, what could be the alternatives? Let's take a look at Europe. Overall, the political framework for mining in Europe has been improved, notably in the last few years. There is a much higher interest not only to openly discuss this topic in Brussels, but there has also been some concrete legislative progress in that field. Firstly, the Critical Raw Material Acts provide a solid foundation for a successful and sustainable future of mining in Europe, and sets clear standards for companies active in that sector. Moreover, the Act strengthens European companies' resilience as well as their competitiveness. I am convinced that this will be ushered in the renaissance of mining in this region. Secondly, the new battery regulation forces battery producers to dramatically increase transparency and traceability of their products with a kind of battery passport that documents sourcing countries. Thirdly, the Corporate Sustainability Due Diligence Directive creates an overall setting that pushes for more responsibility when it comes to sourcing and global supply chains. Where does Eurobattery Minerals stand in this dynamic environment? We want to be in the operational center for more raw materials independence in Europe. How we plan to achieve this? We focus completely on pushing our ongoing projects in the European Union that have made very promising progress. When it comes to our finished project, our team completed the pre-feasibility study. The economic outlook seems strong. The mine will yield copper, nickel, and cobalt forecasted at least 12 years of mining. Our finished initiative achieved the highest UN classification for a viable mining project, a great success and a proof that we are on the right track. Furthermore, we cooperate with two universities, Uppsala and Krakow, in terms of smart and minimal invasive mining. Eurobattery Minerals will profess a state-of-art mining, responsible, reliable, and sustainable. We at Eurobattery Minerals work very hard to push for a quick and successful start of our mining projects in Europe. And we know that from the outside, it could sometimes be frustrating to witness the slow pace of political stakeholders in this field. And major global crises like the pandemic and military conflicts have added additional challenges. Nonetheless, Eurobattery Minerals is set firmly on this vision and focuses on what we think is the best way to move forward for the mining. Responsibly mining battery minerals from Europe for Europe.